Demetrius Andrade, defending his WBO middleweight championship against Artur Akavov, TJ DeHenning against Takahashi for the IBF Super Bantamweight Championship of the world, and of course Amanda Serrano going for history for her 7th world title championship in different divisions. Also Jorge Linares in his 50th bout in a world championship eliminator against Kano, Chris Algieri against Danny Gonzalez as well. And tonight, after a fantastic week for DAZN, we announced a new show, March the 9th, a World Championship doubleheader. Dimitri Bivol defending his WBA light heavyweight world championship against Joe Smith Jr. And of course Mauricio defending his WBO light welterweight championship against Mikkel LesPierre as well. Fantastic event, March 9th at Turning Stone, live on DAZN, on Sky Sports and all around the world as well. As I said, it's been a huge week for DAZN. You would have seen the news break yesterday about Canelo fighting Danny Jacobs for the unified middleweight world championship, and this is just a huge event for DAZN. Launched, of course, in September with, I believe, the biggest star in the sport in Anthony Joshua, obviously acquiring DAZN, Canelo for DAZN, moving up, winning the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the world, and now a huge event, May the 4th, Cinco de Mayo, Danny Jacobs against Canelo. We cannot wait for that. And before we talk about the fighters and this event at Turning Stone, I'm going to pass on to Joe Markowski from DAZN to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Markowski from DAZN.
And naturally, the market we were new to, there were questions on whether or not we would deliver. Questions along the lines of, can DAZN really get the biggest stars in the sport? And we've proved that already in Anthony Joshua and in Canelo Alvarez. Can DAZN match these fighters with tough, even opponents? And we can. We've proven that with Danny Jacobs signing for a 3-fight deal with Eddie in Matchroom USA. And now we have May the 4th, a champion v champion blockbuster showdown. And simply put, in simple terms, any other network, any other platform would have made Canelo Jacobs a pay-per-view, but not our plan, and that's not what we're going to do in our simple DAZN model. Can DAZN assemble a deep enough roster and make compelling fights? Yes, and that is what today's announcement illustrates. Dimitri Bivol against Joe Smith Jr. is a can't-miss action fight between an ascendant champion and a gritty knockout artist. So March 9th will also feature a road warrior and a champion in Mauricio, who in our eyes is poised to have a breakout 2019. So week by week, we are demonstrating our ability to follow through on our promises, and to use Eddie's favourite word, momentum is building. But it's not just about March the 9th or May the 4th. For us, it's about consistently delivering high quality content, and because we're not consumed by the precious pay-per-view buys elsewhere in the market, we can deliver solid fight nights leading up to tentpoles, instead of just serving up weeks of promo materials that try to convince you that an upcoming matchup is worth $75. Andrade today, Munguia next week, the highly anticipated Bellator clash between Michael Venom Page and Paul Daly next month. Our schedule just keeps getting stronger. And we're not done. More fights will be signed, more fights will be announced, and all of those fights will be available to fight fans at a low monthly cost, without any BS or the pain of pay-per-view. So I want to wish all the fighters good luck, and I'll see you all tonight inside the Ulo Theatre. So thank you very much.